I have a to-do list to get through today. Yesterday, which is the last video for you guys, I tried to go with the flow and nothing got done. I ended up at the thrift store. I ended up mostly decorating. I got way too distracted. So this time I did write everything down that I am trying to get done today. I don't know if I'll get it all done, but we are going to try to at least get most of it done. These aren't in any order. I'm going to first start with the ones that are priority, the ones that really need to get done. And then if I still have time, I'll work on the other ones that are not so pressing. But I do have all day to work through that. It is still pretty early. It is 11 o'clock and I think I have the whole day. Today is Friday. There is a football game, but it's an away game. I don't usually go to the away games. I might go to this one if my sister goes with me, but we're not sure yet because she does still have to work a long day. So either way, that's not until the evening. So we have plenty of time to work through all of this. I already spent the morning editing and doing a little bit of the cleanup, like washing the dishes and doing all that everyday routine stuff. But let me show you what is on my list for today. Okay, so here's my to-do list. I'll explain a little bit more as I go, but number one up here and not in any order is wash work clothes, wash kitchen towels, put away laundry, clean hall mirror, clean dining windows, make bed, hang arrows in office, meal plan, place grocery order, I scratched this one out. I was gonna bring down my Halloween and fall decor from the attic, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow because tomorrow I'm also going to undecorate a little bit. Sweep, not vacuum, glue broken shelf, glue broken plate, clean floor, paint candle holder, wrap Jaden's presents, and then the very most important and last one is relax and read. So I think I'm gonna start with the ones that need the most attention right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get one load of laundry going because while that's going, that's super quick and easy, and while that's going, I can do other things. So I'm gonna do that first, and then the next thing that I really need to do is clean the floors. I mopped last night actually, so the floors are clean, but I'm still having an ant problem. There was a tiny little crumb left on the floor, and there goes a trail of little ants. So I sprayed it down with the Raid ant spray, and so now I just have to wipe all of that down and get it nice and clean and disinfected. So first, let's go get a load started. The put away laundry kind of goes with the washing the clothes, but I was talking about two previous loads that I already had dried and just had not put away yet. One of the loads is on top of the dryer. It's already dry, but I guess Jaden did some laundry and just set it up there for me. So I took his laundry out and then put it back in the dryer and let it run for a few minutes just so that all the wrinkles get out from it just sitting up there. So this is the third incident that I've had with the ants. Thank goodness it is not happening every day. This was the last time, as of right now, that it's been a big problem. They trailed all the way across. They went up that little wall that's like between dividing the kitchen and the dining room, and they had just started to make it up on the counter. They didn't get very far. I think that's when I noticed it, and I'm just hoping that this is the last time that I have to deal with that. So I did first spray it down with some all-purpose cleaner. I made sure to get most of that plus whatever was left over from the Raid spray picked up, and then I went back through with some Lysol wipes just to like really get it clean and disinfected. And these aren't Lysol wipes, they're the Great Value brand ones. Like I said, I had mopped the night before, so these did the trick for just that spot right there. The next thing that I'm gonna do is put away the laundry, which the one that I had noted down is for the basket over there. I folded it yesterday and just left it in the basket, and then I have a load in the dryer. Those are the two loads that I was talking about, but I am gonna wait to mark this off until I put away all of the laundry, so my work clothes and the kitchen towels as well. So I'm gonna do that and then also make my bed. Since there was a water bottle left behind, I went ahead and used that to water my plants. And then I also went ahead and changed the calendar in my pink room, which, you guys, I am so bad about that. Probably the last time that I changed it is the last time that I recorded this. I am so bad at that. I need to get rid of that. I am wanting to get rid of that and just pick something else for that spot because this calendar is just not working out. I cannot remember to do it every day, and I just can't get into that routine of like going in there in the morning and doing that. And these shirts that I'm putting away, I had thrifted them in my last trip, and I just never showed y'all. So here's a little thrift haul. This was all that I picked up on that day. So I picked up 4 shirts. Here I'm showing you a little close-up of that burgundy one. I found some good brands. That burgundy one was from Madewell, and I just wasn't recording that day, so that's why I didn't do like a thrift haul or anything. So I'm putting these away in what I guess you could call my winter closet. I have all long sleeves and sweaters in there. The sweaters are a little bulky, so I think those are going to stay in there, but once it gets a little bit cooler, I think I will move some of my long sleeves to my bedroom closet. We'll see, because they might not fit in there, so they might just have to stay in the pink room. But I have moved on to the bedroom, and I'm just quickly making my bed so that I can get that marked off. Okay, the next thing that I want to do before sweeping is clean the hall mirror and clean the dining windows. And I'll tell you why I need to get those 2 done right now. So if you've seen my videos before, you know I have a little 2-year-old grandbaby, and he stays here with me a lot when my daughter is at work and I have to babysit him. And look at how he leaves this bottom part. I don't know if you can tell how smudged that is. He likes to stand here and just, I don't know what he does. I guess he's just like tapping on the window or something, or on the mirror. But look at how bad that is. I have been staring at this because I see this mirror every time when I come out of my bedroom. This is the mirror that I see all the time, and look at how bad that is, you guys. And the dining room windows are the same way, because he likes to stand over here. Especially in this window, he likes to stand over here and wait for my husband to come. So he'll like stand up here or stand over here. Look at how bad that is. This is all my grandbaby, and I don't know if the rest of the windows are like that. This is probably the worst one, because this is where he likes to sit or stand, and he's just, I don't know, he must have dirty hands all the time. I don't even know, but yeah, those have been on my mind. I need to get those wiped down. So that is what we're doing next. He's the cutest little grandbaby, so he gets a pass, but I have been needing to do this. And this isn't just from like one time. This has been like this for probably over a week. And it's just one of those things that keeps slipping my mind, because obviously when I see it, I'm not holding a window cleaner. But look at how clean that is. Look at the difference. But yeah, I knew I had to get this on a to-do list for it to get done. I used to do to-do list every single day. I'd wake up, make a to-do list, and just start marking things off, and that made me feel so accomplished at the end of the day, because obviously I can look back and see everything that I have done, even though on days, you know, sometimes like your day goes by so fast and you feel like you didn't ever sit down to rest, but then also at the same time it feels like you didn't do much. And I think that's because that's just how it goes, right? We do all these little things throughout the day that just go unnoticed, and the to-do list, I guess, just makes me feel like I am being productive throughout the day. Okay, so the next thing on my list was sweep, not vacuum. But then I noticed that when I went to go put away my clothes in the thrift room, or in the pink room, that's all I did, and I left the basket there, you guys. So I went ahead and grabbed that basket because I saw it, and then put that away, and now I'm back to sweeping, not vacuuming. And the reason for that is, I don't know if y'all do the same, but after a few vacuums, I think it just needs that broom to get all those hard to reach places where the vacuum doesn't really go or can't reach. Get those little corners, get under the furniture that's like sitting really low, like that little like coffee cart or microwave cart that I have right there. I got in there, I got under the stove, and I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there were some hot Cheetos that came out from under there. And of course the vacuum doesn't reach under there, so every now and then sweeping, not vacuuming, is very necessary. I swept the whole house, but that is all that I showed you guys. I don't want to bore you too much, but as you saw, I did get around the dining room table. That's another area that really needs the broom, like on top of that X and then just around all the little legs. And now I have moved on to putting away, well, folding and putting away load 2 of 4. And this is the whites load. I had gotten away from doing all the to-do list, but I think I'm gonna get right back on that, you guys, because it is so satisfying to mark all of these things off, and it really helped me stay on track, and I feel like I got a lot more done than if I hadn't made that list. All right, guys, now that the hard part is out of the way, not that anything was hard, but some things make you sweat a little more than others. But now that all of that is done, it is now 12:22, so I'm gonna go shower, get ready, have lunch, charge my phone for a little bit, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the list. I think what I'm really wanting to do before I do anything else, because it has been a few days since I've done my meal plan, and I really need to get that done and get a grocery order in because we are running low on everything. So I think that's what's going to be next, which I already have some meals in my notes that I have been wanting throughout the week. So I think I'm just going to go buy those, or I might maybe look up a crock pot meal or something, because it is finally getting cool again. We had like a little taste of fall, and then it just went right back to hot, but now it is cooling down, so there is some good weather ahead, and I kind of am wanting a crock pot meal or some kind of soup for one of those days, but we'll see. Let me go take a shower and get ready, and we'll come back. All right, you guys, so I have been doing my meal plan and placing my grocery order. I didn't show that because I needed my phone to look up a couple of recipes that I had saved on there, and also at my notes because I had some meals that I wanted to make on there. So that is why I did not record it, but I have already made my meal plan. So let me show you what all I have. So this is my meal plan for the next 7 days. I added everything that I need for all of these meals on my grocery order. This is what I have for my shopping list. I have 2 of these and then another one that is started. So in no particular order, this is what I have. Mississippi French dip sandwiches. That is a crock pot meal that I looked up on Instagram. Well, I already had it saved. I have like categories, and there was one that said crock pot meals, so I just went in there and this was the first one on there. So to save me all the trouble of going through there and trying to decide which one I want to make, I just went with the first one there. So Mississippi French dip sandwiches and frijoladas, that was on my notes. Camarones a la diabla, that is also on my notes. Salisbury steak, this I am making for Jaden on his birthday. This is one of his favorite meals. Anytime that I ask him, like when he goes to his dad's for the summer, when he comes back and I ask him like, what meal do you want me to make? He always picks Salisbury steak. So that I am going to make it on his birthday, like his actual birthday. We'll celebrate his birthday with the family on a different day, but this is where I get my my Salisbury steak recipe from. This is the Pioneer Woman cookbook. I don't know exactly which one it is because I did take the covers off. Oh, this is the one that's called Dinner Time. And this is the one I follow, and it is so delicious. I even have it labeled on here 10 out of 10. That is how good it is. So this is the one that we make, and that is the one that I will be making on his actual birthday, which is Tuesday. And then I have bacon wrapped hot dogs on here because I have some leftover hot dog buns from the baby shower and I need to use those before they go bad. So we are gonna do bacon wrapped hot dogs on one day, baked chicken, rice, potato salad. This one I put down just because I've been craving the potato salad. Jaden mentioned to me one day that they had that in culinary and that some people were saying how they do not like potato salad. It is not good. And he told me that you just have not had my mom's potato salad. So we've been craving that. So I'm gonna make that with some chicken. And then the last thing that I have on here are rajas con queso. Tomorrow, Jaden won't be home. So I think on that day, I'll either do the rajas con queso or the camarones a la diabla because I think those two meals, me and my husband enjoy them more than Jaden does. So I'm gonna make one of those for the day where Jaden's not gonna be here and having dinner with us. But yeah, that is it, you guys. This is my meal plan for the next 7 days. I don't go in any particular order. I just wanna make sure that I have 7 meals planned and that I have all the ingredients to make all of those meals. So like I said, this was my shopping list for this week and the price was actually good this time. It was $188.69, so not bad for a full week of dinners plus just extra items that I bought. I bought like his birthday candles. We were out of Downy. We were out of laundry soap. So just a few extras. So that is it for the meal plan and the grocery order. Let me go ahead and mark off some things on my to-do list and see what's next. I am going to mark out wrap Jaden's presents because I think I'm gonna vlog his whole birthday, like actual birthday day, and I'll do that then. So we're gonna mark this one out and I'll just do that when I do his birthday vlog. So right now I did already wash the kitchen towels and the clothes that I had put in the washer earlier, I switched them over to the dryer and those are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those put away. And then I have my last load, which is the kitchen towels to put in the dryer, and then I'll put those away. So let me do that and then we'll move on to some of these other like just random little things that aren't important but are just something that I've been wanting to do and haven't gotten around to doing. So I have to hang the arrows in my office. I'll show you that in a minute. I have to glue a broken shelf, glue a broken plate, and then paint a candle holder. So I'll show you what all of that is here in a minute. This is load 3 of 4. This is my husband's work clothes, and I'm just going to do that right here in the laundry room because there's not much to separate, just the pants from the shirts, that's all. And then I'll get those put away. I've noticed that in my videos, I do a lot, or I show you a lot of me putting in a load in the washer, but then never of me finishing that. Like I never switch it, or I never fold it or put it away. Of course, I do that, but I don't know. I think I just get distracted and start doing other things or start recording other things. So this time I did want to get a little bit of that in this video since, I mean, that was part of my to-do list anyways. And you guys, back to my grocery order. Even though I thought that the total was decent, I did notice that my coffee went up. It is so expensive and we go through coffee a lot. I am thinking we need to switch over to the Great Value brand or something because it used to be under $10 and then it went up and they went up to like $10 and like 17 cents. And then this time it was up to $12.57. And like I said, we go through coffee a lot. I need to buy that almost on a weekly basis. And now that it's getting cooler, we drink coffee a whole lot more in the winter time. So yeah, I don't know about that. I might have to look for something else, but then again, okay, I don't know if it's all going up. I am in my office. Let me go ahead and show you the next 3 things that I will be working on, maybe 4. Okay, so first, the arrows in the office. These are the arrows that I am talking about. They go up here, but I never hung them up with nails. I just used little sticky tape, and they are just not holding up. And I don't know why, because This is very, very strong. I have used this for other items and it works really well, but these do not stay up there. And I haven't put nails in them because I hate when there's like two separate little hangers, and just to get them even and straight, that is not my strong suit. I don't like doing that, but I'm gonna have to do that. So I have my hammer over here and my 4 nails. Project number 2, the broken plate. So I have some Gorilla Glue here, some super glue, and this plate is so pretty. I want this for my kitchen. I thrifted it, but it is broken, and because it is broken, they gave it to me for like a few cents. I don't remember how much it was, but it was under $1. But look, it broke. So the plan is to glue this back where this was, and hopefully you won't be able to tell. I'm gonna try to glue some of these pieces back together, and I will be hanging this plate in my dining room, but not today. Today we are just gonna try to fix this little broken mess. At least get it to where it'll stick on there, and once I hang it, hopefully you won't be able to notice it. So that is project number 2. Project number 3, also with the Gorilla Glue. Over here, I have this little piece that belongs to the broken shelf. The broken shelf is one of these in the laundry room. I think it was, yeah, it's this one. You can't tell, you don't notice it at all if you're looking at it from the side, and usually we're not over here in this area to be able to see it from this way, because over here is just a whole bunch of storage stuff, my husband's like work tools and stuff like that. But I am going to try to just glue this back together since I have it, and I have some super glue. If you remember, this was thrifted, but it did not come broken. My husband actually did this. When he was like putting them on there, he was trying to figure to see if they were sturdy, and he was like really pulling on it, and this broke off. I was like, oh my gosh, like I do not need it to hold me. I just need it to hold a little bit of decor. So that broke, but that's okay. I'm just gonna glue it back on. And then the last thing, paint the candle holder. So I found this at the thrift store also. This was 99 cents. And it is like a ceramic one, but I hate these colors. It looks like someone else tried to paint it already, like paint this gold, and then the rest gray. And it just looks a little ugly, let's be honest. So I did go out and buy some acrylic metallic paint. So I am going to attempt to paint this with this paint, and we will see how that turns out. First, let's go ahead and try to hang the arrows back up on that wall. I am horrible at hanging things. I don't measure. I just hope that I get it on the first try and not have to make a whole bunch of holes, which thankfully this time it did work out. All these random little things that are not difficult to do and aren't very time consuming to do either, but because they're not pressing, I just kept leaving them and instead focused on other things, which there is nothing wrong with that at all, but they were things that were on my mind as things that I needed to get done. And now that I am doing them, it's like now I can reset my brain or like clear my brain and not have to think about that anymore. So even though they're like very minute little things, they're still taking up space in our mind. So it is good to have that on a to-do list and get it marked off as well. If you don't have faith that this little pair is going to make it without falling and breaking off again, well, neither do I. First of all, I don't have all the pieces that broke off of this little pair. It's from the thrift store, and when I picked it up, it fell right there and just shattered. So I picked up as many of the big pieces that I could, which were only like 3, and I think one of them I couldn't even find where it went. So I glued back together what I could, and then I couldn't figure out the exact spot of how it was laying. So that didn't really glue on there right. I just glued it on there to where it was touching the plate and touching the other little pair on the side. And yeah, we'll see how well that holds up. I could have left it behind, but this was one of 4 plates, and for where I have in mind to hang them, I did need the 4, so I could have 2 on one side and 2 on another side. So I just had to have it, and I did go up to the register and ask the lady if they could like lower the price any for the broken piece. I didn't drop it or anything, you guys, I swear. I held it up so that I could look at it, and the piece just fell right off. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but they did give it to me for a few cents. I don't remember exactly how many, but it was under $1. And now I've moved on to painting this little candle holder. As you can see, that first coat did nothing, like it barely covered it. So I did do 3 coats, and then I grabbed the hair dryer because I did not want to wait all day for this to dry. So I used the hair dryer to just speed things up a little bit, and that did the trick. After 3 coats, it was good enough. I see a lot of videos where people go thrifting and then just kind of like flip a piece. That is way too much work for me. If I can't use it right away, I usually don't go for it. But this was small enough, cheap enough, and easy enough where I knew I could do this. So I took it home, and I think it looks great. And I have been wanting another gold candlestick holder and haven't been able to find one. So this was worth the buy and worth the time, in my opinion. All right, you guys, we are making progress. My little arrows turned out great on the first try. I didn't have to nail a whole bunch of holes, so I am happy about that. My broken shelf is fixed, and that should have no problem staying because we don't touch it at all or anything. This one I'm a little worried about. This does hang. It has a little like hook over here, and I do want it to hang. It is on there right now. I just hope it doesn't like loosen up and then ends up falling and breaking. But for now, it is staying, and I do have other plates that are like this with different fruits. So this one will be at the top so that you don't see this broken stuff over here on the top. So this is how this looks right now. It is staying. We will see how well that holds up. And then my candlestick holder, I think it turned out so great. Let me know if I'm crazy or if it's just my wishful thinking, because you can see like the gray peeking through, but I feel like that just gives it an antique feel. Like it just makes it look a little bit more antique, and I really, really love that. The paint that I used is called Antique Gold, or Antique it says, and it is metallic, so that looks really, really good. Now I just have to find the perfect spot for this, and somebody let me know, because I don't know, I'm not sure. Can I light a candle in here, or is that unsafe? Because I was looking at this, looking for like a warning flammable type of label, and there is not one on here. So I'm hoping that this is safe. It just says indoor, outdoor, but it also doesn't say non-toxic or anything. So somebody please let me know what you think. At least, like, will I be able to actually light a candle on here and it be totally safe? But that is how this turned out. I really love it, you guys. So let me go mark all of these off on my to-do list, and then I will move on to the very last thing that I have to do for today. I have almost marked everything off my list. I only have 2 more things, which is put away laundry, just finished doing that, and then relax and read. So my kitchen towels and cloths are out of the dryer, and my little bucket for my cleaning rags was completely empty. This had to get done today. So all I do with those little cleaning rags is just roll them up. They fit a whole lot more and a lot better in this little basket like that. I used to fold them, but I must have seen a video or something where this is how they put them away, and now I've done that ever since, and it just saves so much space. I also do that with my husband's shorts and my athletic shorts and all of my leggings. Before I am done with this video, I do want to mention that I did record already my Halloween decorate with me video, but I am a little bit behind on editing, so I have probably like 2 more videos before that one comes out. I have the one where I bring everything down and do some other things I can't remember, and also Jaden's vlog, birthday vlog. That is it, you guys. I marked everything off of my list. Everything is done. There are 2 that I'm saving for another day. The very last one, not everything is marked off, the very last one says relax and read, which I can do that now that everything else is done. This list really helped me stay on track today, because yesterday I got distracted and some of these things were on my list yesterday and nothing got done. So that is going to be it for this video, you guys. I hope that you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Marking everything off that list just gives me a good sense of accomplishment, and it just feels so good to get that done. It is 4 o'clock, you guys, 4:14. So I am just going to enjoy the rest of my evening. Like I said, the last thing is relax and read a book. So that is what I am going to do. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.